Hey everybody, welcome back. I just started vacation this week, so I'm going to try to make some shorter videos throughout the week to try to cram everything in and show you what I'm doing. So today I'm going to cut all the tops off of these onions. They've been drying for about 3 weeks now, and I'll show you when I'm done. And all the tops are cut off. I tried to separate them so none of them are touching. These are all the yellows. I ended up with a couple of big reds and some whites, and I'm going to leave them here to dry for a few more weeks. The other little onions I spread out on this table because I had room. I'm going to make onion powder out of all of these, so I need them to dry quite a bit longer probably than the bigger ones. I cut all the sunflowers down, so I'm going to separate them in between cutting flowers and seed flowers. So I have a little bucket of water for cutting flowers and then a dry bucket for the seed flowers. So I have my cut flowers in the bucket with some water, and I have my seed flowers, the seed heads. So this is my largest one, so I'll probably keep this one. I'm gonna give some other heads to some other people. I gotta let them dry out a little bit. But you can see the difference between, oh, there's a spider on there. The dark seeds. So the back of this has already turned yellow. The flower petals have all fallen off and everything's starting to turn yellow. So that means that the seeds are ripening up, so they're darker like this. Whereas these seed heads are not ready yet because they're not really yellow on the back. They're still green, but the whole plant needed to come down. So you can see underneath where the seeds are white. So they're not mature enough to use. Well, maybe you could if you let them sit for a while. We'll give it a try. But the purple ones, the darker ones, they're definitely mature seeds and they'll be ready to use. So I got quite a few heads that are nice and they look purple, but they're probably more like black. I'll keep the big head and I'll be giving some sunflower heads away so people can grow my sunflower seeds. So I have the heads here drying. They'll spend a while here, and then I have the pretty cut flowers that I put in a vase, so I'll put them on my dining room table. They're very pretty. We just switched the girls over to layer pellets, and I had a little bit of crumble left for the layer feed, so I had to mix it up. So I put the rest in a 5-gallon bucket. I put the 100 pounds that we bought of the pellets in the bottom and just put the rest on the top and mixed it all together. So now the big girls are on layer pellets. We had a really bad thunderstorm a few days ago and it knocked down all my corn. I just haven't had time to get out here, harvest the corn and get these stalks out. I am gonna probably put them somewhere and dry them out so I can use them for the fall. And that's what the storm did to my greenhouse. So tomorrow's project is I gotta put the greenhouse back together. I got a butternut squash, some green peppers, some okra, and the corn's on the bottom. And I ended up with a 5-gallon bucket of acorn squash. The plants were just dying off, so I figured I'd just pluck them now while I had the time. So we'll see how good they are. Now I'm gonna let them dry outside. I kind of just brushed the dirt off of them. I didn't wash them. And the next thing we're doing today is shucking sugar snap pea seeds. I ended up at Ace Hardware looking for some new pots for my house plants because they need new soil and to be potted up. And look what I found when I walked in the door. They had composted manure on sale for $3.50 a bag. My area, well, that's pretty reasonable here. So I bought all 9 bags that they had. Woo, win for me. I guess that's going to be my goal this week, is going around looking for places that has composted manure on sale. I shucked my sugar snap peas. I didn't get a lot because it's been really, really wet, and this was as dry as I could get them. I didn't plant that many, but I do have others from leftover from last year that I'll use, and I'll plant more. So I'm going to let them dry outside because there were some bugs in the husks there. So I'll leave them outside to dry for a couple days, and we'll bring them inside. These were the pots that I ended up with. They were on sale at Ace Hardware, and They ended up being cheaper than the plastic ones. I was about to get the plastic ones, and then these were like relatively like $1 more. I'm like, they're nice. So I'm super happy. And I found this little worm on the ground. And where's Patricia? Here you go, baby. There you go. Yeah, she's like, yeah. All right. So day 1 down, my husband's going to be up, spend some time with him for today before he goes to work. And I'll let you in on what we're doing tomorrow. From my coop to yours, thank you for growing with me so I can grow with you.